Hi, I'm Kim Seon. In this video, I will explain how the neurotransmitter serotonin can be targeted in the treatment of mental disorders. We will focus on how targeting the serotonin system contributes the restoration of normal brain function. Serotonin is a monoamine neurotransmitter synthesized from tryptophan via 5-HTP into 5-HT. It is primarily produced in the ref nuclei of the midbrain. Serotonin neurons project widely to brain regions such as the cortex and hippocampus and amygdala and lastly hypothalamus. It plays essential roles in mood, anxiety regulation, impulse control, sleep, appetite, and pain modulation. Under normal conditions, serotonin transmission is tightly regulated through a cycle of release, receptor binding, and reuptake. Key regulator of serotonin signaling is the serotonin transporter, SCRT. SCRT is a membrane protein on presynaptic neurons responsible for reabsorbing serotonin from the synaptic cleft back into the neuron, thus terminating the signal. The activity of SCRT determines the concentration of serotonin in the synaptic cleft and the strength and duration of serotonin signal. Therefore, targeting the serotonin system in treatment often means modulating SCRT function to restore proper serotonin signaling. This is a crucial concept in current therapeutics treatises. In disorders such as depression, anxiety disorders, and obsessive compulsive disorder called OCD, dysfunction of SCRT is a major pathological factor. In some patients, increased, increased expression or hyperactivation of SCRT leads to excessive reuptake of serotonin, reducing serotonin levels in the synaptic cleft and weakening receptor stimulation. This results in symptoms such as depressed mood, heightened anxiety, and compulsive thoughts. Thus, SCRT represents a clear therapeutic target. The most widely used treatment strategy today is the use of SSRI, called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Common SSRI include lots of drugs. Their mechanisms of action is very understood. SSRI bind to the active site of SCRT, inhibiting its function. This blocks serotonin uptake, increasing serotonin concentration in the synaptic cleft. Sustained activation of serotonin receptors such as 5-HT1A and 5-HT2 leads to improvements in mood, reduction of anxiety, and alleviation of compulsive symptoms. Importantly, this illustrates how targeting the serotonin transporter SCRT modulates the neurotransmitter function to achieve therapeutic effects. 망할 수 없어. 떨리는 척 이러고 넘어가는. An interesting aspect is the clinical effects of SSRI typically emerge after several weeks of treatment. This delayed response this delayed response suggests that beyond increasing serotonin levels, SSRI also induce change in synaptic plasticity. Research indicates that SSRI upregulate brain-derived neurotrophic factor that's called BDNF, contributing to neural circuit remodeling, which supports sustained symptom improvement and relapse prevention. Thus, targeting SCRT not only normalizes serotonin transmission in the short term, but also promotes long-term neural recovery. In summary, SCRT is a clear target in the treatment of mental disorders. Modulating SCRT function modulating SCRT function restores the functional effects of serotonin, helping to normalize brain function. Targeting neurotransmitter systems like serotonin remains a central and evolving strategy in the field of mental health treatment. Thank you. Thank you for listening.